Hi, welcome back to Just an Everyday Fan. So last night, as we all know, and kind of suspected, the Fever lost to the Minnesota Lynx, 84-97. Now, Nafisa Collier, this was her first game back, and I've got to tell you, Fee came in the game and she didn't miss a beat. In the beginning, she had a couple of turnovers, regarding timing and whatnot. I think that is to be expected. As we know, looking back at when Caitlin Clark was transitioning in and out, when she would come back in, there was a lot that was going on, right? Caitlin wasn't getting to her three. She wasn't doing a lot of things. Her passing was off. She was turning over balls. So for Fee to come back in after being out almost 3 weeks, I think that just says such a great deal about her ability. She just looked like she never missed a game. She came back in, she posted 32 points and had a great game, both offensively and defensively. Now, couple of things here. Indiana has dropped to the 8th position from 6 to 8. And what did I tell y'all about a week and a half ago? I said that Seattle was going to be in a position and they were going to be hungry and they were going to move up. Well, Seattle has now taken the number 6 position. So we have New York number 5, Seattle number 6, Golden State number 7, Indiana number 8, and Los Angeles Sparks are knocking at the Fever's door for that 8th spot. They signed, I'm a little confused here, maybe you can help me out. So, as always, still learning. So, when I look on the transaction report for the Indiana Fever, I see that they signed Odessy Sims for her third 7-day. Now, for a hardship contract, you can only sign a player 3 times. So, does this mean that Odessy Sims cannot be signed again for a rest of the season contract? Y'all please let me know in the comments down below. Also, they had so I would think that whatever you do on the transaction report, whatever gets posted, like what you're reading first on the transaction report, happened last, meaning most recent. So, like the 4th spot, they signed her for her 3rd day contract, right? 7-day. And then the next transaction was they released her. So did the Indiana Fever release Odessy Sims from the team last night and they just did so? I don't know. Or do they have to release in order to re-sign on a 7-day? Y'all let me know if you know the answer to that in the comments down below. I would be extremely grateful. Now, let's talk about the MVP standings. Fee Collier came back in just in time. So she's, again, with the one game with the 32 points and what she put up, she is now taking a little bit of a lead over Asia Wilson. So right now, Fee is sitting at number 1. What's amazing is a player can be out almost 3 weeks and still be number 1 in the MVP standing. Think about that a minute. You don't play a game for 3 weeks and you're still number 1. If you remember, Caitlin Clark did that as well. She hadn't played for weeks and she was still on the board. Fee is now putting points back, and she's not only putting points, she just put 32 points. And I'll have to look at their actual games coming up, but I think this is what we're going to see from Fee for the rest. So I think she's going to probably pull ahead of Asia Wilson on that. And hopefully Fee Collier will be the MVP. When you think about it and you think about all season, she has been the most consistent player throughout the season. Now, I know Kelsey Mitchell is in the third spot. So we have Fee Collier, we have Asia Wilson, and we have Kelsey Mitchell. To me, Kelsey, and this is another thing I don't understand. So if y'all can explain this to me. So when Caitlin Clark was playing ball, Stephanie White has a punishing effect on the players. So if they do something she does not like make a basket from the 3-point line, top of the key, something like that, she'll pull a player out and sit them down. And she'll bench him. We saw this with Clark several times. She teaches them, quote, lessons, right? To say, I'm the big dog, I'm the alpha, you don't get to play your way, you play my way, or you're going to sit on the bench. When all these girls want to do is win a game. They want to play basketball, they want to win a game. What's to say that someone like Caitlin Clark, who we know can read the court better than Stephanie White ever could, while it's happening, in transition, and deviate from Stephanie White's play and score a basket, whether it be getting it to a teammate or whether it be taking the score herself. So Caitlin Clark, when she was in, she got punished so many times. It's kind of like disciplining a child, right? So when your mom or dad, when you get in trouble for doing something multiple times, you stop doing it. So Caitlin Clark got in trouble from Stephanie White, who we're going to call mom, multiple times, and she got put in the corner for timeout because she was, quote, hogging the ball, taking the shots instead of passing, because Stephanie White wanted her to do nothing but bring the ball down, pass, and let someone else score the basket and scream. That's what she wanted out of her best player. But when you look at the winning team, look at Minnesota, look at Cheryl Reeves, and I don't necessarily particularly like Cheryl Reeves. I think maybe is her type of coaching, but she's an effective coach. And when I mean she's an effective coach, she brings her team together. She fights for the plays. She does her challenges. She's very good. She's very vocal. She doesn't get a lot of technicals, which I think she probably should. In the game last night, I definitely think that Stephanie White should have received a technical. At one point in the game, when there was a foul, she took the basketball and slammed it down on the ground, and it bounced up. Players have gotten technicals. Matter of fact, Clark got a technical for not even that much of one. She got a technical for that, and Stephanie White literally slammed the basketball right in front of the referee and did not get a technical. You have the question, and when I look at Cheryl Reeves and I look at her timeouts, her in between quarters, bringing them in, coaching them, telling them, writing out the plays, this is what we're doing, this is what we're changing. Cheryl Reeves changes everything on a fly. You do not see Cheryl Reeves turning the playbook over to an assistant coach, and you do not see Cheryl Reeves standing back and letting an assistant coach give the play. But what do you see from Stephanie White? You see Austin Kelly running the timeout. You see Austin Kelly giving the direction on the players, who's going to post, who's going to run, where they're going to be. You see Stephanie White behind him. I don't understand, and I guess I don't understand, because I heard one of the MCs say what a great job Stephanie White has done with this Indiana Fever team. It is not my belief that Stephanie White has done a great job with this Indiana Fever team, because number one, she does not let the players play the game. She forces the players to play her game. And I'm not sure if she's trying to emulate Cheryl Reeves. You can't emulate Cheryl Reeves, because she is a coach that knows when the ball's in transition, she can make a call on the fly. Stephanie White really doesn't do that. She forces a play, and it's going to be, by God, you do it this way, even though Cheryl Reeves has already given a signal and the players are now defending something totally different. And so now you should have someone on the floor making the read, calling the play. This is what we're going to do, like Caitlin Clark did. She was fantastic at reading the floor. She was fantastic at playing chess. We don't have that with Kelsey Mitchell. So Kelsey Mitchell can shoot the ball, and she's never benched for being a ball hog. Matter of fact, she's celebrated. They make t-shirts up for her saying MVP. You did not see that with Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin Clark was on the MVP running, I believe she was in third. You did not see Stephanie White making t-shirts for Caitlin Clark that said MVP. I can't get over the disparity of the two players. It just stands out to me, complete and total division. So I'm not sure what's going on. She's benched Timpson, and she's playing Turner. She pulls people out for making baskets. That may have been where the division with her and Chloe Bibby came in, was because, again, Chloe Bibby wanted to win the game. Now Chloe Bibby is out and sitting on the bench, or I don't even think she's at the game. I don't remember seeing her last night, if she was on the bench or not. I wasn't paying attention. But anytime someone questions Stephanie White, or anytime they think on their feet to pull down a 2-pointer or 3-pointer to try to keep themselves in the game, because that's the name of the game when you're playing a basketball game, right? You want to keep the score close. You want to come back. You want to claw your way back. But it seems like she punishes some players and not others. So do y'all have any, because I'm struggling here with this, do you have any reasoning why Stephanie White does what she does? Because, as always, I am struggling to understand. I mean, it almost looks like to me that Stephanie White is trying to lose the spot for the playoffs. She's trying to lose games. She's trying to throw games with what she's doing. She's got these three favorite players out on the floor that can do no wrong. And then the others are day by day. And if you do something wrong, if you do something I don't tell you to do, I'm going to bench you. When in actuality, she should be transitioning and she should be bringing in that bench and rotating that bench to give some of these players, number one, some playing time to see what they can do, to sharpen their skills, to do things for next season. Because you can't grow it as a player just working out with the team. You have to play games. You have to play against other teams. You have to be in the thick of things. You don't hone your craft sitting on the bench. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. Number one, Odessy Sims, can she be signed for an end of deal because she's been signed for 3 hardships? And number two, what's going on with Stephanie White? And what do you think she's doing? Because we're serious now. Las Vegas Sparks are knocking on our door. It would not be a stretch to say Indiana's going to lose more games. They've lost the last 3 out of 4 games. So, and they still have Minnesota. They still have Mercury to play. Those are going to be losses, more than likely. We can put those in the loss column. So let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. Please hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.